Hi, I'm Greg, and welcome to my gregarious world. Please click the like and subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new episode is released. My wife and I recently took our first repositioning cruise. It was a 14-day cruise from New York to Southampton in the UK. We had stops in Halifax, Reykjavik, Belfast, Cork, Portland, UK, and Le Havre, France. Once we arrived in Southampton, UK, we changed rooms, but we stayed on the ship for another leg. 9 more nights, with stops in Portugal and Spain, ending up in Barcelona. My wife and I are not buffet people, so we primarily ate dinners in the main dining rooms, the Summer Palace and the Indigo. During this episode, we're going to show you the entrees that we enjoyed during our dinners. In future episodes, we'll show you some appetizers and some desserts, as well as our lunches and breakfasts. Cheers! There are 2 main dining rooms on the Norwegian Pearl, the Indigo and the Summer Palace. The first thing I noticed when being seated in the Summer Palace were the huge windows at the back of the main dining room, which was at the very back of the ship. The view was stunning. The dinner menu featured a long list of appetizers and 2 sections listing the entrees available. The bottom left-hand side of the menu features classic entrees. These 5 entrees are offered daily and don't change. On the top right-hand side of the menu are the featured entrees. These change daily, and although there were some featured entrees that were repeated during our 23 days, there was a good variety, and I always felt there was something new being offered for the evening. Here are photos of some of the entrees that we enjoyed. There are a lot of steps to navigate when entering the Summer Palace, and we heard of several people tripping, falling, or having difficulty accessing the restaurant. There is an elevator you can take to the 6th deck to avoid the first set of stairs, but you still have to make your way down a set of stairs to enter the dining room. There may be a way to avoid the steps, but we didn't see such an option. If steps are an issue for you, try the Indigo restaurant. It was more crowded than the Summer Palace, but easier to access and offered the exact same menu. Whether you are on a beverage plan or paying as you go, you must provide your identification card to a waiter when ordering a dinner drink. Remember to ask for it back if the waiter doesn't automatically hand it back to you when delivering your drink. One time, our waiter accidentally handed my card to a person at the table next to us, and I didn't notice. Oddly, after seeing it wasn't his card, the man held on to it and didn't say anything. When I asked for my card near the end of dinner, our waiter said he'd already gave the card back to us. When the man at the next table saw the interaction between me and our waiter, he handed our waiter my card. Why he held on to my card for the entire meal still baffles me. Be aware that in addition to being used for beverage purchases, the card is also used as your room key, to make purchases in the shops, and can be used for casino play, so you want to make sure to keep it secure at all times. We were surprised to run into our server Leah after meeting her on our September 2023 cruise on the Norwegian Sky. We couldn't ask for better service by Leah and all the restaurant staff, as well as the bartenders and cabin stewards. We weren't very pleased with some of the management staff on the Pearl, but I'll leave that for another episode. The dress code for the main dining rooms on the Pearl was very lax on the repositioning part of this cruise. We did see some guests dressing up for dinner. One evening I even saw a couple in a tuxedo and evening gown, but they were in the minority. We mostly saw jeans and even sweats, shorts, and t-shirts for dinner. With Norwegian's freestyle cruising policy, pretty much anything goes. Once we got to Spain and Portugal, the second part of the cruise, the guests appeared to dress much nicer in the evenings. Feel free to order more than one entree. There were many evenings when Karen and I would each order an entree and then get something that we both thought looked interesting to share. Usually this would be a vegetarian or pasta dish. So many of the restaurant staff made our meals memorable, but no one more than Antonio. If you're lucky enough to meet Antonio, you'll know why. He certainly made us laugh. If you happen to see him, tell him Mr. Gregory says hello. The dining room tends to open 5 to 10 minutes before the scheduled opening time. Try to arrive early to improve your chances of getting a window seat. When you're lucky enough to get a table by a window, you'll enjoy a great view during dinner. If the lacy draperies are closed, ask your server to open them. Or, if it's too sunny, they can lower the shades. A nice drink to have with dessert is the Irish coffee. It's listed on the dinner dessert menu with the Starbucks coffees, which cost an additional fee if you don't have the Starbucks package or the premium beverage package. However, the Irish coffee is included at no charge with the standard drink package. We enjoyed it after most meals and it was delicious. During the 23 days we were on Norwegian Pearl, we found the food to be quite good in the main dining rooms. We were surprised how varied our choices were. Yes, there were some repeat dishes, but we always seemed to find a new dish that surprised us. The food quality was very good, especially the classic menu's strip steak, which we found practically inedible during our last NCL cruise on the Norwegian Sky. The food usually was served hot, appeared freshly made, and was beautifully plated. We were very satisfied. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when another episode becomes available. Future episodes will include a review of our first repositioning cruise on the NCL Pearl, the specialty restaurants that we tried, our favorite appetizers and desserts, the martini and mojito bars, ports we visited, and more.